back to my channel. Today we're going to be making these super cute rings you've probably seen on TikTok perhaps. And if you like this video, don't forget to hit the like button, comment down below, hit that subscribe button, turn on post notifications, and let's just get right on into it. Okay, so for this project you're going to want wire. I have silver and gold wire here, both 20 gauge. Crystals or beads. These are just some cases of beads that I have. Really anything you want to put in the ring. It does not matter as long as it has a hole in it. Next you will need some pliers. I have round nose pliers here for making loops, flat nose pliers to turn in the ends of the wire around the rings, and then some wire cutters, but you could use scissors if you don't have any. Lastly, you need something round, so you can use a bottle nail polish, a highlighter, a mascara tube, or a ring mandrel if you have it. Depending on how big your crystals are and how many wire wraps you want to do, you want to cut about 22 inches or 56 centimeters of your wire and fold it in half. You're going to take your wire and whatever crystals you're using, and I am using red agate and amethyst, and you are going to string the crystals onto the wire and push it down to the middle where the wire is folded. Once you have your crystals on there, you are going to take the wire and start wrapping it around your finger however many times, depending on how thick you want your band to be. So I wrapped it twice on each side, and that creates a pretty thick band. I would say you don't want to do more than 3, but you can do as little as 1 if you want like a thinner ring band. You just want to make sure that you aren't wrapping it too tight around your finger, because you do need this to slip off, and you want it to be a little loose because when you wrap the wire around, it will make it a little bit tighter. So you're just going to slip the ring onto whatever round object you're using, and then you are going to take the ends of the wire and wrap it around the crystals 1 to 3 times, and you want to make sure you do this tightly because it's going to hold the crystals on the ring. Don't be afraid to use pliers or your fingers to squish the wire around a little bit, and just adjust it until it looks like how you want it to. Next, you are going to slip the ring off of your round object, and you are going to take the ends of the wire and start wrapping it around the band. You want to wrap the wire pretty tightly because this is what's keeping the entire ring together. So don't be afraid if you need to use pliers to help pull it tightly or push the loops together. Now, I like wrapping the wire around 5 times, but you can do as little as 2 times if you want to. I just don't recommend going any higher than 5. Now you are going to take your wire cutters or scissors, if that's all you have, and cut the wire. Now I cut mine a little bit too long here, but you want to cut the wire pretty close to the band so you don't have to wrap it as much. Here I am using my flat nose pliers just to twist that little end of the wire around the ring band and just kind of push it flush against the band, because you don't want any sharp wire bits poking your finger when you're wearing the ring. and then you are done. So this is what the final product looks like. And this is what the ring looks like on my finger. For this next ring, I'm using gold wire and just a single bead this time. You can use any size bead you want. And we're going to start off the same way by folding the wire in half. And you are just going to string your bead on and push it down to the middle. Just like the other ring, you're going to want to start wrapping it around your finger. I wrapped it actually a little bit too tight here, so don't wrap it as tightly as I did. But you get the drill. Once again, you are just going to want to slip off the ring off of your finger and then put it onto your round object. The wire I was using here was not very soft, so I kind of struggled with this next part. But you just want to wrap the wire around the bead and just try to get it as smooth and as round as possible. Obviously, you can see here I was struggling a lot to do that. It also didn't help trying to do this on camera and trying to keep it in frame. As you can see, I keep going out of frame because I just can't do it under the camera. Wrap your wire around 1 to 3 times depending on the look you're going for and how much wire you actually have left. Just like the previous ring, you can see I am taking the end of the wire and wrapping it around the band of the ring. Since I was having so many troubles with this ring, I grabbed my round nose pliers, and they just make it a little bit easier to get a tighter and smoother wrap. So if you're having troubles using your fingers, I recommend just using pliers instead. Just like the other ring, I am doing about 5 wraps, and then here you can see I'm using my round nose pliers to just push those wraps together to make them look a little bit more even, and it just gives the ring a more finished look. Just like the first ring, I am using my wire cutters to cut the wire close to the band. Now I'm using my flat nose pliers just to curl that wire around the band and just trying to get it flat and flush against the band so we don't scrape our fingers. This is what the finished ring looks like. So these are some of the silver rings I've made, and these are just some of the gold rings I've made. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and thanks for watching.